right. Hello, you guys. Good morning for those of you in Alaska. Good afternoon for those of you on the East Coast. My name is Jamie Hughes. I'm Presidential Diamond. Amanda Marshall's here with me, but she's doing a baby. So I'm going to start off today with our Jesus Calling. It's March 8th, and for those of you that do not know, this is out of the book by Sarah Young called Jesus Calling. So it says, save your best striving for seeking my face. I am constantly communicating with you. To find me and hear my voice, you must seek me above all else. Anything that you desire more than me becomes an idol. When you are determined to get your own way, you blot me out of your consciousness. Instead of single-mindedly pursuing some goal, talk with me about it. Let the light of my presence shine on this pursuit so that you can see it from my perspective. If the goal fits into my plans for you, I will help you reach it. If it is contrary to my will for you, I will gradually change the desire of your heart. Seek me first and foremost, then the rest of your life will fall into place, piece by piece. And the verses, there's 3 verses. The first one is 1 Chronicles 16:11. Look to the Lord and his strength. Seek his face always. The second one is Proverbs 19:21. There are many plans in a man's heart. Nevertheless, the Lord's counsel that will stand. And then Matthew 6:33. But seek first his kingdom and his righteousness, and all these things will be given to you as well. I really. What?
Some people can't hear you.
Oh. Some people can't hear me, Noelle.
I can hear you just fine.
Okay. So, okay. I thought that was kind of neat since we all have goals, and we need to put them over to the Lord and let him take off with them. So Noelle and I were talking today last night, and she said, let's do a back to basics call, training and whatnot for new people. And I said, perfect. I've been thinking about the same thing. So I was excited when she said that. We were thinking the same thing. And then she said this morning, you got this. And I was like, oh, great. Thank you. Because I've had so much time to prepare. And when I thought that to myself, I thought, you know what? Actually, I have. I've had 4 years, you guys. So here we go. When I first started this business, I had no idea what I was doing. There was nobody. And honestly, you guys, what you have right now is way more than what I had in the beginning. I didn't have somebody that had script after script after script of what to say to people. I had to go to my back office and look up the ingredients and screenshot them or copy them and paste them into a message. That's what I had. I had Noelle, but she had joined 3 days before me, so she didn't know any more than I did. She was more research than me because she likes to do that. I hate to research things. So I got to become better at researching. I got to decide I was going to figure it out. So, you know, that's what Noelle said, give you something tangible. I just figured it out. I got passionate about learning. I got passionate about getting on the calls and just wanting to learn everything possible that I could. Because if you don't know what you're talking about, you can't tell. If you don't know your product, if you don't know your business, you can't tell somebody else. And I didn't know anything when I started. People would ask me, what is the wrap? What does it do? I got really good at saying, I have no idea what it does, but you put it on and it tightens, tones, and firms your skin. And they'd say, well, how? I don't know. Do you want to see the ingredients? I'll show you the ingredients. So I'd send them the ingredients. And a lot of people would go research them, and they'd come back and say, oh my gosh, did you know your wrap has this, 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 and this ingredient, and it does this, this, and this? And I'm like, that's so cool. I didn't know that. So that is my 2 cents on what to do when you get started with this business. Is become a researcher, be excited. I was so excited to use the wraps because I was in a place where my health had stalled out. I didn't know what was going on with me. They were trying different antidepressants on me. They had checked thyroid. They had checked this and that. I wasn't losing weight. I was just miserable. Noelle was helping me with different products. I tried several other companies' products, and nothing was working. I had done rigorous workouts 7 days a week and done their diet, lose a pound and lose an inch, just excited. I remember telling some new people that I just met at church at a mom's group about these wraps, and they laughed at me. Now, I could have said, oh my gosh, I talked to 5 people and they all thought I was crazy. I don't want to do this. I could have done that, but I didn't. I said, you guys are crazy. I'm trying it. So that was the start of getting excited. And then I finally got my product and got to try it. So, Noelle, where else do you want me to go with this?
Well, I just want to tell you guys really quick. First of all, I might lose power because we are having crazy windstorms here. And if that's the case, this potentially won't record. So hopefully your new distributors are on here. But the thing about it is, like, my sponsor joined, and then 3 days later I joined, and then 3 days later Jamie joined. And my sponsor wasn't like super present. So like, hello, like guys, we literally had nothing. All we had was put the wrap on people, let them see results, share the pictures, go do it again. That's it. Like, and that is what and that's what we need to teach you guys to do. But so many of you are like, well, what should I post on Facebook? I don't know. What do you want to post on Facebook? Like, that's the answer. I don't know. How would you say that? And like, that's it. Like, and so what I teach my team to do is come up with an idea, like, okay, I'm thinking I want to post about this. And you can shoot it over to me and I'll give you my best advice on what, how to maybe edit it a little bit. Maybe it's a little bit too much. Like in the beginning, we do something called word vomit where we just get so excited. We want to give everybody all the details right at once. And Jamie and I have learned over the last 4 years that that's really not the best way to market yourself. They can see you in the background, Mother. I just want to let you know. And so we can be here to like coach you and give you the best marketing tips. But as far as how to build your business, this is all you guys. You are an independent business owner. And we are here, like Jamie said, you guys have, oh my gosh, hours and hours and hours of training videos, endless graphics, endless team files with research and back calls and details about this, that, and the other. You could spend 6 months just learning the stuff that we've compiled to give you guys tips to help your business. But that's happened over the last 4 years. So what you need to be doing in order to grow your business is to really get started. Watch the training videos that we recommend that you watch. Print off some PDFs from your back office. Read them. Like actually read them. Don't just say that you did it, but go read them so that when somebody asks you a question, you can potentially answer it. Get them on 3-way calls. Plug into the team calls. That's it. That's it. Like that's all you have to do. If you're trying to do more things beyond that, you're probably overcomplicating things for yourself, and you're probably getting really discouraged. You're probably getting overwhelmed. You're probably getting frustrated. I just put out in one of my chats this morning that I'm here to be a coach. We, as your presidential diamond uplines, guys, we are here to be your coach. We are here to teach you how to do parties. We're here to plug you into calls. We're here to teach you how to chart. We're here to do 3-way calls with you. Beyond that, we're not really here to do anything for you because you are an independent business owner. You started this business so that you wouldn't have a boss, right? You started this business so that you could work when you want, where you want, how you want. You didn't start this business so you could have somebody else telling you what to do. And I didn't start this business so that I could manage a bunch of people either. So coming from both ends, I don't want to be your manager, and I won't. And you don't want a boss, so I'm not going to be that person. And we, as your diamond uplines, we don't want to be your boss. We want you guys to be researchers. We want you to help yourselves. We want you to say, you know, hey, Jamie, I have just spent the last 30 minutes looking for which products are gluten-free, and I really can't find the answer. Can you help me? Okay, well, have you done your research? Yes, you have, obviously. Sure, I would love to help you. Don't just come and say, hey, what's the answer to this? Because that's not the way that you learn. You are an independent business owner. So if you were in this business all by yourself, you wouldn't have anybody to ask. But because we're a team, we're definitely here to support you, but we're not here to enable you. Does that make sense?
Well, and with that, Noelle, like, you know, like she said, print off your PDFs. There's really, actually, I only honestly think there's just one. Print off your steps to success. And then if you're brand new, print off your Ruby chart, because that's the first two things I printed off when I got started, and I put them on my refrigerator. And I was so excited when I got to put names on them. And that's leads me into something else that I wanted to talk about. You are not after LCs and DTs. That is not what you're after. You are after changing lives. Those are just thinking about them as, what I need to get more LCs, I need to get more DTs. That's not going to get you anywhere. You're not just trying to put names in boxes and get orders in. You join this business, well, I hope you join this business, I should say, to change lives, to change your life, but to change other people's lives. And that's what we get to do every single day. So if you're just looking at people, well, as just names in a box and not as people, actual people, these are you guys. I mean, you guys on this call are people who need something, right? You're looking for health, you're looking for financial freedom, you want to spend more time with your family, your kids, your friends. Like, there's other people out there who want the same things that you want, and you have the opportunity to give it to them. So look at people as people, not just names in the box. And I had some notes, actually, I wanted to look at. Noelle, unless you wanted to add something to that.
Well, this was just running across my mind, you guys. So think about, like, when you start a new business, and some of you may have been in this business for 6 months or 2 years, and maybe you just never have really, like, taken the initiative to treat it like a business, like a 40-hour-a-week business. Because if you treat this like a 40-hour-a-week business, you will go ambassador, no questions about it. Okay. Part of that 40 hours a week has to be your personal development, because if you're working at 40 hours a week but nobody likes you, you're not going to get anywhere. But most of the time, people are likable. Like, it's not that hard to be friendly and to be thoughtful. Like Jamie said, like, you have to actually care about people. You have to be selfless. Okay. But I was thinking about, like, when I worked at Starbucks, like, one of the things that it was my job to do, it was my job to learn every single recipe that we had to make. So in this business, we don't have that much to learn, but you still have to be self-taught. And every day you're going to come into work and you're going to learn more, and you're going to do the same thing over and over and over and over and over again.
Breaking up, Noelle.
I know my internet connection is unstable. Sorry. But every day you come to work, I don't know if you guys can hear me or see my child getting on my back. Oh my goodness. You're going to get better at what you do. And so just show up and make the coffee. And every day you're going to get better. Show up and put a wrap on people. And every day you're going to get better. And do 3-way calls every single day. And every day you're going to get better. So you're not going to be good at it. You're not going to be confident at it. It's going to be really weird and uncomfortable and awkward at first. But every day you just show up and just do it again and again and again. And be honest with your potentials. Like, Jamie, we were talking earlier. Am I frozen? Because you're frozen on my end. I think I'm probably frozen. Jamie was saying, I don't know if you guys can hear me, but Jamie was saying, can you hear?
Oh no, now it's recording again. Are you back, Noelle? Well, I'm recording now, I think. I don't know how this stuff works. Oh, there's Noelle.
She's muted though.
You're muted.
I know. I'm like, I don't know how this stuff works. I'm just going to let it play and record and you talk and I will listen. No, Jamie, what I was saying earlier is that one of the things we were talking about earlier is that you, but before we get into some tips from some different diamonds on the call, you were saying how you just didn't know the answer, right? And you were just excited. So when you first started your business, what did you do to talk to people? Like, tell everybody on here exactly like how your conversations would go.
Well, I was saying earlier, like people would message me. I even had my own sister-in-law call me and say, that doesn't work. And I'd show her pictures and be like, but look, it did work. But that doesn't work. And I didn't know what to tell her because I wasn't researched. She was the one with the medical background. Like, she would know, right? And so I just kept posting my pictures and I kept talking to people. And then finally one day she called me and she was like, it does work. I get it. It does work. And she became a distributor. So, and because she did the research, and I didn't stop talking about it. But that's all I did. I just kept talking about it. I posted. Now, what I would recommend not doing is flooding your Facebook full of before and after photos. That will get you blocked and unfriended. I did that. Don't do that. But being tasteful with what you post, but post often. And then I just talk to people. I started asking people, would you like to get results like this? I'd post a picture. I just kept it simple. Like I said, we didn't have scripts. I didn't, and even now, honestly, for me, if I use somebody's script, I lose the person. If I'm not me and talk to them from just me, the person just disappears. So that's my biggest thing is, yes, the scripts are helpful with kind of what to say, but make them you. Don't just use somebody else's words. And you had something you wanted to add.
Yeah. Do you guys remember back when you were thinking about doing this, you were excited? And I want you to take a second and think, am I the only person that got excited about this business? Well, there's 53 other people on this Zoom right now that got excited about this. So when you're starting out and you start talking to people, so many times I have distributors come to me and say, well, I just talked to everyone and they're not interested. I guarantee you didn't talk to everyone because you're not the only person in this entire world that is excited about this, that wants to get healthy, that wants to use our products, and that wants to become financially free. So when you yourself are getting discouraged and saying, no one wants this, or you have a new distributor that comes to you and says, I've talked to everyone, or you have a potential distributor that's trying to pre-sell wraps or getting a feel out there, and they say, I've talked to everyone I know, and no one wants this. My answer is always get to know more people then. Talk to more people. You're not talking to enough people. Generally, when someone says, I've talked to everyone, that means they've talked to about 5 to 10 people. And just by the law of averages, guys, 5 to 10 people, probably 9 of those out of the 10 are going to say no. You're going to get one good one. So just remember, when you guys are getting discouraged, all you have to do is be excited, remember your why, and go talk to more people. That's the only thing that's gonna keep you going.
Well, and with that too, you guys, I am one of the shyest people in the world. When they said go talk to people, I went, I don't talk. Crap. What am I gonna do? Part of the reason I had been in other businesses before, and part of the reason I wasn't successful is because I hated doing parties. And in order to be successful in those other businesses, you had to do parties. So when I figured out with this company that I could hide behind my computer, I thought that was pretty cool. I could talk to all kinds of people on, Messenger. And that worked for a little while. But then I realized you have to get out there and meet new people and pick up the phone and call people. I started getting people on the phone with Noelle, with Chad, and that was what started to grow my business, was actually picking up the phone and talking to people and relating with people, just being a friend, because that was the biggest thing, for me. When I started, I didn't have much for friends. I really had zero. And any that I did would call friends, they were all like, not to put down my mom, who's back there, but they were all my mom's age. I had no friends that were my age. I got married at 18. I had a baby at 19. All my friends went to college. So I was in a completely different place than anybody my age. They were just starting to have babies, and I already had 3. So, that's where, just start making friendships with people, and love on people. That's my biggest thing, is just loving on people, because that's why ultimately we're here, is to help change lives. That's just my biggest tip, Noelle.
Okay, awesome. So I want to hear from some of our diamonds that are on here. I want to hear some tangible best tips you guys have for our newbies, or just for anybody. I mean, what is one really good, tangible, put in your hands, take action today tip that you can offer to the people on our Zoom today? So which one of my diamonds wants to, or any Tiffany's on here, any diamond or above, if you guys are on the Zoom and you want to share a piece of wisdom, I would love to hear from you.
Oh, I'm full of wisdom, Noelle.
Hey, yeah, you are.
What's up, everybody? Okay, so I'm not showing you my face because we want to keep this positive. But one of the things that was hard for me to get over, I don't know how many of you out there are green like me, that have to know everything about everything and have color-coded spreadsheets and all kinds. That it's wonderful to feed the disorder that way, but the problem is you're actually not working. You're just staying busy, but you're not being productive. So I just signed a distributor who's fairly new, like me, and one of the things I told her was, just get to work. You learn as you go. This is a learn as you go process. I'm not saying just start, messaging people and have absolutely no knowledge. You should watch your training videos and watch all the videos and stuff and get a feel for it before you get going. But I mean, you don't have to know every ingredient about everything. You don't have to know, all the details and ins and outs of every product in order to be successful. And the other thing is, I didn't start being successful until I was me, until I was my personality. The thing that's kind of a catch-22, when you have all of this information, all you do is regurgitate it. You don't make it original. You just copy it, which makes you know better at the actual process, because you're not learning anything. You're just copying what other people are doing, and you're not creating a method for yourself that you can then duplicate for yourself with your personality and your words and your creativity and your imagination and all the things that it takes to make really engaging posts and entertaining posts and make people want to get to know you. Because people don't buy what you sell, they buy what you believe, and they buy who you are. And if you are not who you are, they're going to know it, because most of the people on your Facebook, until you start adding these new people, have known you for a lot of years, and they know when you're full of it, and they know when it's not you, and they know when you're just being cheesy and you're not being yourself. And the reason they're your friend is because they like you, not cheesy you, but regular you. So those are my 2 tips. Just don't overgreen yourself and get to work. You don't have to know everything, and just be yourself.
Yeah, that's really, really good, Patty. Thank you. And I did a training exercise with the number 2 money earner, Denise Walsh. And one of the things we were talking about is how most people are going to start something, and they're going to plan and they're going to prepare, and then it's going to be like a ready, aim, fire, right? Because that is what makes sense. But in this business, It is ready, fire, aim. So what do? We sign up and we just do it. And then if it doesn't work, then we readjust a little bit and then we fire again. And if that doesn't work, we readjust a little bit, okay? And you're not going to be completely shooting yourself in the foot unless you do something like a lot of people do. And I did this when I first started, got really, really excited, and I sent out a mass email. I was like, hey, everybody, guess what I just started? I know you're all going to want to join me. And what did I get? I got crickets. Nobody even messaged me back. And a lot of you know, because you did this too. You went and put all your friends and family on Facebook into one big message. You just knew that they were going to support you. You're all excited. And you're like, hey, everybody, I just started a business with It Works Global. Who wants to buy something? And everybody's like, leave message, leave message, leave message, leave message. Or they're completely ignoring you. Okay, don't do that. That's not thoughtful. One of the the ways that we're here to be your coach and your mentor is to teach you how to be thoughtful. But I mean, aside from that, like, what's the end of the world? Okay, you just sent out a spammy message. Now you get to go. That's a ready fire. That's a ready fire. Now we're going to readjust. We're going to aim, and we're going to go back to all these people, and we're going to say, I'm really sorry. I was not thoughtful. I really wanted to share my business with you, though. Is that okay if I share my business with you? And you readjust. So those greens all day long, you'll organize and you'll analyze and you'll think about that post that you want to make. Think about it and think about it for weeks. Think about it for months. Is you thinking about that post making you any money? No. So until you're actually doing an income producing activity, which would be talking to an actual person, not thinking about talking to them, but actually talking to them, posting on social media, making new friends, you're not working. So Patty, I thought that was awesome because you are super green and I'm green. I'm pretty green, but I'm more red than green, which served me well in this business because I still wanted to learn, but I was like, I'm not going to stop myself from working while I'm learning. And that's the cool thing about this business is you can earn while you learn. So don't put yourself at that standstill. Who else wants to share with us?
I got something as well.
Hey.
Hey, can y'all hear me?
Yes.
Okay, sorry, I was only checked out for a minute while I had to pick up my girls from school. But okay, so a lot of new people, they think, well, how can I post or how can I talk? I don't have a story yet. I don't have this tale of building a house or leaving my government job or having this big, huge income. And so one thing that I went to a boot camp back in the day, they just brought those back, but Cammie Dempsey said you don't have to have a stage to share your story. And you may not have a story in this business yet. So what I share with my new distributors is share other people's stories, right? But don't just do that. Share the kind of like a 3-step method of how you felt, right? Maybe before you joined, maybe you were that mother that was praying for an out. Share what you're doing now. So then I've joined this amazing business, and then what it's going to do for you. It is going to, let me bring my husband home, or it is going to help me get my kids in activities, or it is going to help pay for school, because people can relate to that. And I'll tell you right now, more people can relate to a lot of you on here, even those of you that have maybe been in it for a year but haven't achieved the rank that you want yet. They're going to relate to you more than me, more than Noelle, more than Jamie, more than, Amanda and Patty, and the list goes on and on. Because a lot of people can't fathom Noelle, top 100 money earner. A lot of people, to be honest, can't fathom a $10,000 bonus. $500 they can. They can relate to you, the person that's struggling, more so than me, who was able to come home from a government job. So you've got to figure out your audience. You have to know who you're talking to. You have to know where you're going, and you have to know how to convey that. And on a last note, I'm different. I joined this business, even though I was busy, to have parties, because I couldn't really have a social network with the government job that I had. So I was looking for a way to establish friendships outside of the military atmosphere. And so I love doing events. I love getting involved in the community. I love going decked out my gear and sharing who I am. I think that a lot of us, a lot of you, a lot of us have forgotten how to talk to people. And I share this all the time. What do you do when you go meet somebody new, friend for dinner or a new church, or get invited to a mom's group? You have to find your way, right? You still have to speak. So why is this any different? Why do you have to have something scripted to say to people? Just say, oh, hey, cute bag. Of course, make sure that you're genuine. Or, oh my goodness, this is such a long line. Do you have somewhere to be today? And just start that conversation with people. Who you are and what you do, if you're passionate about it, like mentioned on this call, is gonna show, it's gonna come out. So these are all little things that you guys need to remember. And lastly, for me, is just have fun, because I had forgotten how to have fun. I was so focused on where I wanted to go, right? And this is about friendships, freedom, and fun, that I forgot the fun. I let the stresses of having to get on this call and that call, or not signing as many people as I have before, or not signing as many as, let's just say, Sue. You have to remember why you joined and have fun in that, because people aren't going to join you, to be honest, and I hope I don't, upset anybody here. They're not going to join the person they see working 16 hours from social media. It's not going to happen. A lot of people don't have that time. They're going to join the person that's happy and excited and that's sharing that, oh, I'm going here, and oh, I just made $25 in Rap Cash. That's ice cream for the kids. They're going to join the person that is saying, oh, I get to go here and meet this person, or I just got off this call with this person and I spent 30 minutes and made $50. You have to be realistic. Is it great during our busy seasons and our runs, and do a lot of people put in those hours? Yes, some of our top leaders do, but they know that's for a season. Your audience isn't typically going to be attracted to that, because they're not looking, like Noelle said, for another job, another boss. They're looking for a way out. They're looking for a way to incorporate something that works into their life that can help change their circumstance, whatever that may be, health, monetarily, whatever. So there's a lot more that I could say, but I think that's the main things that I wanted to get out.
Yeah, I think that's really good, Melissa. I don't tell people how much I make. Like, if they're like, how much money do you make? I give them an income chart, because they don't believe me. Like, if I tell somebody I make $20,000 a month, they're like, no, you don't. You're on crack. Like, no, right? That's not realistic. Like, I used to make $15,000 in an entire year. So if somebody were to tell me they make $20,000 a month, I'd be like, okay, you liar. Nobody makes that kind of money, not from home, And so those of you who can say, I'm working towards bringing in $500 a month for my family, that is where people can relate to you. Jamie, you said Amanda had something.
I just wanted to talk to you, like, when you start out, you get your 4 wraps in your kit, and sometimes you want to sell those, sometimes people want to use them. But something that I've always told my new distributors is, okay, first of all, you're going to be setting up an auto shipment. You should be setting up an auto shipment. But if you choose not to set up an auto shipment, even choose one product that you want to do your own 90-day challenge, and then be excited about it. Post it on social media, go live about it. Like today I did a live about the cleanse, because I haven't been able to do a cleanse in a year. So be excited about using those products. And just like everyone else has said, be excited about your business, because when people see that you're using it, they'll be like, okay, well, if she's using it and not just selling it for the heck of it, then there's got to be something to it. And when you have your own results and your own excitement, you become a lot more credible as a distributor. So remember that even if you're a brand new distributor, you don't have to go out and buy the whole product line. I know that Noelle and Jamie and I, and probably Melissa, and I know Alicia does too, we have a backstock of products that we've collected over 4 years. So it's easy for us to be like, yeah, I use every single product on our product line, except for Esther Rhythm. I'm not there yet. But it's well, I don't. I guess Jamie does.
I don't use it now. I have used it.
But you don't have to go out and use the whole product line. When we say be a product of the product, that just means pick something you're interested in. Get the greens. My auto shipment in the first year of my business was 1 box of wraps because I was going to sell it, and 1 thing of greens because me and my husband used it, and now my kids use it. I still get greens every single month. It could be something as cheap as that. You could do, what's cheaper than that? The Chews are about the same price, right?
Fat Fighters.
Fat Fighters, yeah. Get on the Fat Fighters. Like, just be a product of the product, but that doesn't mean you have to go out and spend $1 million to do it. So just be excited and share your journey. Don't be afraid to be honest with people. Being real and raw is going to be what gets you somewhere.
Yeah. Well, and it's really no different than, I just went and got my hair done, and I'm going to tell everybody how awesome I think my hairdresser is, and that everybody should go use her, or my nails. Whenever anybody asks me, who who does your nails, I always refer them to the same place that I go every single time. I don't know what else, Noelle. There's how many things that you use in your home that you think are the best because you use them.
I tell people about my makeup and my laundry detergent and my body wash and like shampoo all the time. I'm like, oh my gosh, this is where I get it. You gotta call my girlfriend who sells it. Like, I'm referring. I'm either referring them to Target, or I'm referring them to my girlfriend who sells something, or I'm referring them to Amazon. You know, it's all about referrals. Why aren't you referring people to your own business? Where's the disconnect there? You're going to refer people to a restaurant that you love, to a hairdresser that you love. Why are you not referring people to something that's going to make you money? Some of you are like, well, I don't want to seem greedy. Okay, but you want to pay your bills, right? Like, this is your job. You're not being greedy. You're actually helping people. Now, if you were taking advantage of people and you were forcing something on them that's not going to be helpful, that they don't need, that they don't want, well, then that'd be real. That would be not good. That would be like very, very salesy. You know, you don't want to be salesy. You want to be helpful.
Yep, exactly. Is there anybody else, any other diamonds on here that want to share any tips? I don't know who's on here.
Who else we got on here? I'm going to call somebody out. Hold on, I'm looking. Tiffany Mojica. Where are you at? Are you there? Maybe.
I'm here.
Hi.
Hi. I was listening and the baby was being loud in the background. So, I don't know. All of this is just everything that I've been thinking for a while now. Actually doing a training with some of my new people tonight or tomorrow. And this kind of comes in handy because I think back 4 years ago. Sorry, hold on. I have spinach in my teeth.
Oh, we don't care. It's okay.
I'm eating lunch too.
I did a Facebook Live with spinach in my teeth the other day, and I was like, oh, hold on. Let me get that out of my teeth while I'm talking to you guys.
Right. I do that all the time. Just thinking back to 4 years ago and how we didn't have everything. And it just really hits me how, and I catch myself doing it too now. Like, what would you guys say for this? What would you say for this? And I'm like, why am I asking? How did I go triple diamond in a year? How did I go double diamond in 4 months? Because I did me, right? We do us. It's one thing to have someone there for support, to have someone there to help you when you're maybe feeling stuck for a minute. But ultimately, like you said, I'm sitting over here going, yes, Noelle, yes, because it's true. This is your own business. And, you know, and I'm preaching to myself too, because I think a lot of us will get stuck in it, kind of get stuck in the fact that people have scripts now. And we do have so many different things at our fingertips. We have, like you said, so many different videos, but that can also be hindering because you're spending all your time watching these videos instead of doing your work. Mm-hmm. My big thing is stop looking left and right. Stop looking at what that person over there is doing, what she is doing, what he is doing. This is you. This is your business. This is your journey. You have to do you. I don't remember who it was that came on that said, be yourself. It's so true. I'm much more successful when I am eating clean, working out, feeding my kids clean meals, being able to cook them, every single meal. Yeah, sometimes it gets busy and it's a macaroni and cheese. You know what I mean? Because we still have to work when we can work. But it's finding your happy place, finding that time to work your business. And at the end of the day, like everybody says, really asking yourself if what I did are you satisfied with what you did today for your business? If you're not, stay up a little bit later. Mm-hmm. It's not going to hurt you. Maybe you lose 30 minutes of sleep, mm-hmm. But you have to ultimately think about your business, your why, and is it worth it? So that's my thing. I mean, I can't really add any more because you guys have already said everything that I've been feeling. And I just do you.
I love that, Tiffany. I think that's really good. But don't look left, don't look right. Stay focused, you guys, because when you are looking around at everybody else and comparing yourself to other people, you are going to quit so fast. You're going to get discouraged so bad. It happens to all of us on a daily, weekly, monthly basis because we start saying, well, look at how many distributors she's enrolling. Look at how many customers he's putting in. Look at all of her parties. Look at how much cash she's making. Oh my gosh, she's spending 18 hours a day. And look, she just enrolled 12 distributors. Whatever. There's always somebody who's going to be doing it better than you. But you know what? You focus on you. And as long as you are happy with your weight loss results, your health results, your results for your income producing activity that day, that's all that matters. As soon as you start comparing yourself, you're going to start backsliding because you're going to get discouraged. And that's a really, really dangerous place to be. So that's really good, Tiffany. Okay, does anybody else want to share? We have a couple more diamonds on here. No? Good? Anybody else? Okay. Well, Jamie, thank you so much for heading up this call. I needed a minor mental health break.
Yeah, and there's one more thing, you guys. We can motivate you all day long. Like, we can give you motivational stuff, videos. We can do that all day long. But if you can't find your passion for this business, it's not going to go very far. So coming along with getting your results with your product and talking to people and doing your research, that's going to give you the passion for this business and pull you to work every single day. Does that make sense? Mm-hmm. I had this in my head and I tried to figure out how to put it into words. I don't get up and do this business every day because somebody told me I had to, because, some days I don't want to. I don't want to talk to anybody. I've talked to so many people and so many people have told me no. I'm like, I don't want to hear no again. But I have a passion to help people and to make a difference for my family that makes it to where I can get up and I can go hear no again. Because eventually I'm going to get a yes. So that's what I was going to leave you guys with.
Yeah. So good. All right. Well, thanks for hopping on, guys. We'll post the replay of this soon, and you guys have a good rest of your day. Enjoy your BOGO. Bye.